You got clutch.
And what's going on, people? It's your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto, back with another VaporNodes update video. So probably like a week and a half back, reported this project that I kind of aped into called VaporNodes, and it was early. I want to say late December, mid-December maybe, when I first got in. At that point in time, these tokens were going for like a half a cent. So 0.005 cents. And, you know, I spent some money on those to get maybe like 10,000 VPND. Since that point in time, I took 5,000 of it. Each node that at that point was 100 VPND. So I made 50 nodes. And then I took, when the price ran up, I went ahead and took the remaining VPND in my pocket, in my wallet, pardon me, and cashed out and made twice my money that I put in. So initially I put in $50. I ended up getting $100 back. So now my current setup, I think I have one more time for the people in the back. I have 1,000 VPND still in my wallet, unused, and then I have 50 nodes. As we can see here, the current price of VPND is at 8 cents, or roughly 8.5 cents. The node price to start a node now is 15,000 VPND, and with the current pricing, that would come out to roughly $1,300, $1,350 or so. Yeah, roughly $1,350 to start a node right now. Keep in mind, we started our nodes with $50. We had 50 nodes, $50. Obviously, we don't have this amount of VPND in our nodes because all our nodes were like 100 VPND nodes. But because we've already profited, our entire setup is free. And so let's go and look on our setup. So currently, if you own a node, you get a daily return of 1% daily. Let's click on nodes here. As you can see, our available rewards are 1,929.89 VPND. We have a total of about 5,000 VPND, 5162 VPND in our nodes. And our estimated daily income is like $4 at the current price. So as you can see, we haven't claimed anything. And actually we would have more days here, but when they moved, they did like some type of conversion where this is before they redesigned the site, that kind of changed the layout. So you needed to claim, but I didn't see that in the Discord. And so what they did to compensate people who lost their claims was to give them an extra node. So this Vape Army node down here is actually a node that's supposed to represent VPND that I lost, that I was already accruing in my claim. So I haven't claimed anything out of here, which is why, if you notice, my ROI currently says 1.4%. So now if you hold for at least 15 days straight, your node will then kick into diamond hands mode, right? Or something, something to that effect, right? And your return becomes 1.4% on each node. So as you can see, this little light comes on, see diamond hands level 3 of 3. So all my nodes are in diamond hands level. I haven't collected any VPND at all. I've already made my money back 2 times over, and I still have another 1,000 VPND in my wallet. So I'm waiting for this to kind of run up. I'm letting it just kind of do its thing. I'm not really being interfering with it at all. And there was a little part of me that was like, oh, well, I should try to ramp up to a 15,000 VPND node. And I just feel like I'm cool right now. Like I just want to do it the way it is. Obviously, with the way mine's is set up, it's not optimal. I don't think, at least for far as current configurations are concerned. So I do have the option up here to merge my nodes. I just don't really see a reason for it, since I do have a compound all or claim all. So if I click compound all, what will happen is this 100 VPND will add in these rewards to the node. So then I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to abdicate my rewards so that they can build my node up. So like this 39.16 will go into this node, and now this node will be 139.16, and then my daily reward will go up because 1% of that 140 is slightly higher. It'll be 1.4 instead of 1, right? So you can do a compound all or a claim all. I haven't done any of that. I'm just really just letting everything just kind of rock as it pertains to this. There's been a lot of AMAs. The AMAs with Comb Financial. They did AMAs with Thor nodes. Two of the more popular projects that have come off of the Strong, which is a great example, and Ring, which is a terrible example, node kind of layout. Now, what you might ask is, with all this investment, like let's take a look at the calculator here. I thought, oh, here it is, Treasury. Okay. So as you can see in the Treasury, there's 93 million in assets overall. So that's pretty hefty right there. So you might ask, like, okay, what are they doing with all of this VPND, and how can they pay everybody 1%? It's pretty simple. Basically, it's almost like think of it like a hedge fund, so to speak. So basically, it's a people-funded hedge fund in essence, and then there's governance here where we actually vote on what to do with the money. So some of the stuff that's been done thus far is they bought some strong nodes. So I think there's like 11 strong nodes in the fold. In addition, there's an avalanche validator node, and I think there's a vote for it to add another validator. So here is where we will come in, and depending on your amount of VPND, you have a certain amount of power in the vote here. So, here the current price of the validator, how much it costs. I think it also talks about ROI as ESPN dings in the background. So it talks about ROI here up to 11% per year. So if they're making 11% on that money, then they can afford to pay out 1% of that profit to the users who deem the money. So typically you would click here, and then you would vote, and then here it shows you what my voting power is. I got 5.2K, and then I would vote here by agreeing to vote in my wallet. And then, okay, see, oops, this is an old vote, so that's why I didn't go through. But you get the idea, you get the picture. So basically, think of it as a hedge fund where the people get to decide where the money gets spent. The dev is currently doxxed. The founder is doxxed as well. And I believe there is a audit here by SpyWolf that didn't appear to find any problems. It looks a little bit different than a CertTick one, but I mean, it did cover all the main pieces here. So back to my nodes though. So at this point in time with the current prices, this is roughly, roughly 200 bucks basically. And I get $4 a day on top of that. And basically I paid myself 50 bucks already in VPND to set these nodes up. So I'm just going to kind of let them run as is. And if you want to know more, I'll leave links to this page. I'll leave links to the the FAQ page, as well as the audit, as well as their Twitter. So if you are invested in VaporFi, feel free to let me know what your thoughts are down below. Did you ape in? Did you get like a 20,000 VPND node? Are you getting, $3, 4, 5, 6, $700 a day at this point? Or are you a low baller like me, taking my little $4, I can go get the majority of a $5 foot long, right? And keep moving on with our day because we got in early. I would say, first of all, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to try crypto stuff. So, but what I would say is with projects like these, I think the key is to try to get in early, which is really tough to do because, like, one, you got to find out about it, and two, you got to try to research the team, which is a task in and of itself. But what getting in early allows you to do is to kind of be in this position. Like, you don't have to. I'm not risking anything at this point, and I'm just reaping the benefits. So if I get a pair of new sneakers out of this, or my 13-year-old gets a pair of new sneakers out of this, fantastic, great. If I make enough money to kind of roll it into another one of my investments like Titano or OWN or whatever other crypto thing pops up next week, then fantastic, great. If it grows, if the token continues to grow, let's say it gets to $1, then we'll reap the benefit. But right now, we're just going to hold, we're going to watch, and we're just going to see how everything goes. So that's my update on VaporNodes. Please do, if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe so I can continue doing these videos. I'm having a great time, doing crypto and collectibles and NFTs and all this great stuff has been really, really fun. So I hope you guys are having a good time because I certainly am having a great time. So at any rate, I'm your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto. As always, I'm for the people, by the people. You only got me and the Constitution. Remember that.